Yeah, I'll write it down and I'll learn it.
Hello and welcome to Old Faithful, again live and later on YouTube from the Cave Collective. My thanks to Clayton Ryan and Dexter Carmen for putting this together. My thanks as always to both Haggerty's and Perfect Wave Production for all the help they've done. Please like and support and subscribe and share all the words to my YouTube channel, Matthew Trask, and thank you for your support. Remember to support my friends at Black Hills Blend Espresso, but once again, please support my friends at the Cave Collective Coffee Shop who make a damn good cup of coffee. I am so excited about this week's show. I say that every week. Once again, I am so excited. I think this man and I could be way too good of buds. I think I'm going to be glad he lives far, far away. We've got turquoise, we've got silver, we've got hats, we've got Wranglers, we've got boots, and we all know what a guitar nerd I am. This is a pretty nerdy guitar right here. So I will go ahead. I don't know you well. I just met you. Mm-hmm. And you're from Gabriel the Bull.
Yep.
Which, as I understand, is 4 people.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's 4 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, what is your actual name?
Oh, my name is Gabriel.
Oh, okay. So you are the Gabriel.
Yeah, I'm the Gabriel, the Bull.
All right.
But I wouldn't be that without the guys, which unfortunately they're not here. But
well, so why don't you just tell us about you with emphasis on your musical journey, and then we will talk about this guitar, right?
Okay.
There.
Well, I grew up out on the prairie.
Okay.
In various places in Wyoming.
All right.
I was usually by myself. Somebody just asked me this the other day on a podcast, so I'm primed for this question. But,
awesome.
My earliest musical memories were listening to my mom pound away on her piano in our little trailer house. I would be outside playing with guns or messing with horses, and I could hear her like pounding away Chopin through the walls because she's a great classical piano player. So I was surrounded by that, but I've never taken lessons or really anything. One summer I had some from a friend of a friend, but I don't know. I played music in my teens, stopped in my 20s, and kind of ran away from it for a long time.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened, but sometime last year, I guess because of what a crazy year last year was and a bunch of personal things, I had all these songs just kind of explode out of me. They're all Spanish guitar music, and that's the only stuff I've ever really enjoyed playing as much as I do. I don't know what it is about it, but I love Spanish guitar and I love the West. So that's what we do, and we just started. This is my first time playing live with this music.
This is your first gig?
Yes. My first gig in front of people.
Like ever?
With this band, like playing Spanish guitar,
right?
With this hat and everything, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. I forgot to mention, shout out to our live studio audience, which does in fact include your inspiration, your mother.
My mother is
whose
here.
Name I forgot to get.
Her name is Judy.
Judy.
Yeah,
it's
here.
So nice and your BFF from
my
Indiana.
BFF Ashley is here.
Ashley.
And,
okay.
And we never see each other, so it's cool to have her here.
So we're so glad they're here. So back to you outside.
Yeah.
Playing with BB guns and dirt bikes and horses and whatever. Yeah. And your mom in the house playing Chopin.
Yes.
And you just, once in a while, you'd be like, oh, wow, Chopin, horses, like that kind of thing?
I think that's literally what happened.
And
that is the best description of what happened in this music I've ever heard. I'm going to use that everywhere.
So you said you took lessons for a while. Was it piano lessons?
No, I only took lessons for one summer from a guy that we knew in Gillette, Wyoming, named Jeff Morrison, I believe was his name. He was a sleeper. He was like a TV repairman or something at the time, but he could like play amazing classical stuff.
Oh.
And I've never handled authority very well, so I could only handle it for like a month or something. But I guess what he started to implement in my head kind of stuck, because I'm not a guy who likes to to like jam. Like everybody likes to sit around the fire and play guitar, and I just
Right.
never enjoyed that very much unless it was playing like Spanish guitar. That I
Spanish
thought was
guitar.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but it's probably the Chopin connection, the Chopin
Okay.
horses
All right.
moment you just
Yeah.
described.
Well, you live long enough, you're going to hear all kinds of things, and nothing surprises me anymore.
That's right.
You just play Spanish guitar around the campfire.
Yeah, I just love playing Spanish guitar, and I don't know how I figured it out, but I guess I just listened to enough of it and watched
Okay.
enough of it that I.
Well, I would hang out around your campfire anytime
You should.
if you didn't play Time of Your Life.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you wouldn't.
No.
So we began on was our first guitar a classical guitar?
What was my first guitar? No, I think my first guitar was like a cheap electric guitar. Because there was a brief period of time when you're a little kid, you want to play rock music.
Absolutely.
You want to play loud music, which I did. I played heavy rock music all the way up through my 20s.
Okay.
And I love that, but that, for whatever reason, didn't really stick
Okay.
the way. Like, I think if I hadn't discovered the way that playing this kind of music makes me feel, I probably wouldn't have continued to play it at all.
So Jeff was trying to teach you classical guitar, and you have an electric guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
at the
right.
time I was playing my mom, she had a classical, and I would bring that to lessons.
Oh, okay.
She desperately wanted me to like learn some technique, just something,
I see.
or like read some music, which I never did, and I can't still
And
to this day.
concerning that,
Yeah.
is she proud of you? No.
She's proud of me now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Awesome.
so. Are you proud of me? she's nodding her head. That's good.
That may be the best moment, the perfect TV moment. Thank you,
Yeah,
Gabe.
you're welcome.
So then we stepped away from music. Were you in any bands in high school?
Yeah, I was in like metal bands
Okay,
in high school,
all right.
playing rock music, nothing like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Were any of them any good? Did we go anywhere with them?
I
or
think we were good. Yeah.
talent shows or
Yeah, we traveled all over the country.
Oh, you did?
Trying our best. MySpace had just come out, so
oh sure
so
okay.
we were booking
All
all
right.
of our tours on MySpace.
Sure.
So we drove all over and did that for. a
Why
while.
don't because I want to hear this. You tell me about your high school metal band rig.
The rig?
Yes.
Okay, I would be glad to. So it was crazy. I had I call it the mothership. It's still in my garage. It's like it weighs like 380 pounds and it's like 5 feet tall and it has two PV5150s. We tried to put everybody's gear in it. So I had two PV5150s that a friend of mine kind of decked out inside. He retubed them all and made them sound a little less fuzzy, like a little bit more like bitey.
Okay.
I'm not very good with my amplification adjectives, but I had two 5150s, an Ampeg SVT4 Pro. I had wireless units. I had the power source. I had drawers for our stuff. It was ridiculous. I still have it. I don't know what to do with it, but and I ran that through some cab company that endorsed us. I can't remember what they were called, but they had eminent speakers in them.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
And for the non-guitarist, when he says cab company, he means a company that built speaker cabinets, not a taxi cab.
That's
company.
right, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what was the guitar?
It was a Charvel San Dimas Style 2.
Electric blue?
No, it was black.
Black.
Yeah.
Well, close enough. Did we
Close.
have any pedals?
Too many, and I don't remember what they even were.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what I used. At the end, I sort of dialed it down to where I would just have like a basic, a Boss tuner, a delay. I had electro harmonics pedals. I had a chorus, and an electro harmonics tremolo. I haven't thought about this in years.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I am so glad that I asked that question.
really.
Classical guitarist now who has two 5150s.
Yeah,
in
I
his
got a
garage.
whole bunch of them in my garage.
I ask the best questions. I'm so proud of
You do
myself
ask
right now.
good gear questions.
Why don't you tell us about this, please?
Okay, so I don't actually know very much about gear or guitars, but I like a good story.
Sure,
So,
absolutely.
people ask me, about this guitar from a technical perspective all the time.
Sure.
now. And I feel a little bad because I don't know anything about it,
Right,
about the
okay.
technical specs. I know that they're hard to find now. I walked into a guitar store the other day to buy that little amplifier, and I had just got done telling the guy that I didn't know anything about guitars, and then he got all excited about it. So I guess it's nice, but it's got a big dent here from a saddle stirrup, last week, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. It gives it character. But I wanted to use this guitar because there's an old cowboy we know back out near Gillette who used to play this guitar in bars.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, I guess somebody said something to him they shouldn't, but he smashed this guitar over somebody's head.
Oh.
In the bar.
Okay.
And then he had to send it to Ovation to have the back replaced because it was broken in the back.
They were wearing it for a shirt when he got done.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe like a yoke around their
right,
neck. Just
yeah,
like smashed
yeah.
it. But their head probably went through the sound hole.
Right.
But, so they had to rebuild the guitar, and I heard that story, and the guitar was at my mom's house, and I thought, oh my God, that's the one I want to play for this music. Like I started writing this Western stuff, and I thought, if there's a guitar that should be played for this band, it's the one that got smashed over somebody's head by a cowboy in a bar fight.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's why I play it. It does play really nice.
Right.
I found out later that they're really hard to find. They don't make them anymore. You have to order them from Japan, which is annoying.
For reference, the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're hard to find.
Right.
And they play really nice.
Right. So, how long have you had it?
It's been literally in my possession for about a year.
Okay.
But it's been in the family for 21 years. Been in the family for 21 years.
Well, do we know how she got it?
Well, that old cowboy gave it to her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Have we tried using it as a weapon again?
No, I'm trying. I feel like after the stirrup hit the other day, I've been trying to get the horses that I ride back in Tennessee to get used to like being ridden while playing music.
Okay.
Which is a certain, takes some time.
No, buddy, you can't leave us hanging.
Okay.
You've said twice that a stirrup hit your guitar.
Yeah.
We need that story.
Oh, I wish it was better. It's not good.
It's all good.
If I could make something up on the spot, I would. But no, I just had it on my back, and I was just like, tacking up.
Oh,
like
sure.
Saddling up the horse and just like the swinging motion.
Oh.
Like to swing the saddle up. The stirrup like just flung back and just smacked it. So now
I
it's
like
got some
that
nice
story.
cracks. It's not, I've never been thrown with the guitar on. That would be a good story. But
well, I think that would be a bad story, actually.
Depending on your perspective.
Right. Yeah. So I'll put on my expert hat, by the way. By the way, this man is beating the hell out of me in the hat contest. But I'm not even mad about it today.
Thank you.
So anyway, Ovation, I get the Ovation guy and the Glock pistol guy somewhat confused. But if I recall right, the man who started Ovation was in avionics, particularly helicopters.
Yeah.
Which have a lot to do with the rotors, apparently, with acoustic.
Yeah.
And so he used his, and I may be just completely pulling this right out of my colon, but I don't think so. He used what he knew about acoustics to make a polymer plastic elastic back that sounds really good.
Yeah.
None of us know why it's rounded, and some of us like it and some of us don't.
Most people don't.
I'm in the latter camp.
Yeah.
And in addition, at the time, this would have been the late 60s, early 70s, they were trying to get a good amplified acoustic guitar sound.
Yeah.
And with varying degrees of success. And this was one of the more successful ones.
Yeah, and I will add to that. Again, I only got this guitar because of the story, or stole this guitar because of the story. But I have found that they are tough as hell. These fiber back guitars, like they react.
That was the
some
word
kind
I
of
was
carbon
looking
fiber.
for.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
carbon fiber.
Yeah, it could be anything. But it's they respond to changes in temperature way better.
Sure.
Than my other just guitars that are all wood, all cedar or something. Like I had this guitar twice. I've been in a desert.
On a horse with no name?
No.
Damn it.
Coming.
Okay.
That's coming. That's my goal.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I need to get a horse and not name him anything. just confuse everybody. His papers just say no name. But no, I've been standing in the sun in over 110 degrees. Just 2 weeks ago, I think. 3 weeks ago, I was in White Sands in New Mexico.
Okay.
By myself. It was 110 degrees. There's no shade. And the sun is just beaming back up at you. And I was out playing this guitar in that weather for like 4 hours in the direct sun. And it was fine.
Okay.
My camera started acting weird before the guitar did.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm becoming more of a fan of the brand.
Right. Well, and one early and notable endorser of Ovation guitars was the fabulous Glenn Campbell.
Yeah.
Who played both acoustic and electric.
A lot of people who see this, they yell out. It took me a long time to figure out what they were saying. They say, "Hey, that's a nice Glenn Campbell," and I'd be like, "Is it the boots? Or is it something that I have he had?"
Right.
You know, but
Yeah.
I didn't know. But eventually, they
Yeah.
helped me figure that out.
But I did not know until today that Ovation, in fact, made a classical model.
Yeah.
They're usually a steel string guitar, and they're very bright, very cutting, so they make a great lead acoustic guitar. The one other thing I will mention, based on the pattern on that top, I'm guessing that is a cedar top. Do you know if I'm right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that it is. My Breedlove has the very same cracks, almost identical cracks to that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much. So we've got the slotted headstock. Have you done anything to it?
No, not a thing.
Okay.
I've noticed some differences, probably because of when it was rebuilt. I've noticed a couple things that varied slightly from the ones I see in Japan that haven't been messed with. Like, like the color of the bridge is like slightly different.
Oh,
so
sure.
they put a new bridge
Right.
on. Just little things that, the thickness of the binding is a little different than every other one I've seen. So it's probably because of the way it was rebuilt for whatever reason. I don't know.
But other than that,
No,
just whack it with a
stock.
stirrup once in a while,
Just
play
whack
it in the
with
desert.
stirrup. Yeah. Just
Awesome.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Sure.
So hopefully it'll stick around for a while. It's older than I realized. It was probably from the early '80s, late '70s.
Okay,
this thing.
sure.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's hung in this long because
Right.
we got a lot along.
And we are looking for a backup, you say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been real close to pulling the trigger because I would like to have another one of the same. But it's weird ordering a guitar from Japan that I've never played. That's super expensive.
A little difficult.
It's just just feels like a big risk. Like they say, like returns are free, and I'm like, yeah, but it's in Japan, so it's like, how can that be free? Like it can't be free to ship this guitar.
You're
back
gonna
to
have to
Japan.
jump at some point. Buddy.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So tell us where we can find Gabriel the Bull online.
Yeah, the best place would probably be Instagram.
Okay.
And if you just search Gabriel the Bull, you'll find it.
Okay.
I think it's Gabriel.the.bull. But yeah, if you search it, it should be the first one that comes
Okay.
up. But it's on Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube, all the places.
All of the stuff.
Yeah, luckily I haven't found anybody else with that name.
Well,
so
it's a somewhat uncommon name.
well, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you come up with the weirdest thing, and you look, and there's like 14 of them in Argentina.
Sure.
Yeah. But
Right.
no, just search us. You'll find us.
Okay. So one more thing I got to ask. This guy really has the whole rock and roll cowboy aesthetic going on. We've mentioned the hat. We don't have time to mention the bracelet. But I am suspecting that strap is probably as old as the guitar. Do we know anything about it?
No, I don't. I don't even know where it came from. It probably is as old.
Was
as the
it in
guitar.
the case?
Yeah.
So it was probably at the bar fight.
I hope so. I'm gonna tell myself that.
Yeah, I like that story. It's gorgeous. I
Thank
really
you.
like it.
Yeah, it's just one of those old simple ones like you used to see.
Right.
But
Awesome.
yeah, man.
Do we have anything else we need to talk about?
Gosh, I don't
The
think so.
the other three, the bull is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll be flying in tomorrow. So
Okay, so it's drums and bass and
drums, bass. Well, let's see. I have a drummer. We actually don't have a bass player for this trip. We're on the hunt for one. So
Okay.
if you know anybody. And I have two other guitar players.
Okay,
Who
all
are super great guys.
I see. So Gabriel the bull is sometimes 5 guys.
It's probably going to end up being a lot of guys.
A lot of
maybe
guys.
gals too. I don't know. I've
Okay.
got a lot of goals. Somebody needs to. I want whip cracking sounds, gunshots. Like somebody's got to do all that.
This is going to be like C.W. McCall.
It's going to be nuts. It's going to
Right,
be wild.
okay.
If this wasn't my first show, I would have had some of that ready. But so
Well, I sure do appreciate you being on my show, Gabriel.
I'm honored. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So I'm gonna do my little cowboy thing, and then
Do it.
you're gonna play a song.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll play.
All
yeah,
right.
several.
So remember my sponsorship with Trask Hay LLC, large round and square bales, and custom haying services. Although you probably won't need it this summer. 515-0858. And let's see who. Although he's passed away, Glenn Campbell says, change your strings. Mr. Gabriel, the Bull, we look forward to your performance. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
All right.
Do you want him to just plug in and jump up there? What's that? Okay, sounds good. Where do you want this? Should I shut it off or?
Let me show you why this amp is awesome. All the sound you hear comes out of this amp right now. 15 pounds, man.
All right, Gabriel, somewhat odd request. I'm going to have you turn around for the first. Yep, like that. All right, and then turn back around facing him. We'll take a look. Yep.
Happy trails. Is that because it's coming out of the monitors? I just brought it all down if you want to make up for that. This is the point of no return, no going back now. No matter what happens, it wakes you in the darkness. You can hear it in the quiet. You were born for this. I don't need the world to tell me where I'm going. I can hear the spirits call. I know them well. Guardian angels, swear it by the wind above the earth below me. There are secrets hiding deep within yourself. Guardian angels. Sever every tie, bid them all farewell. They will never answer. God knows what they'll think, stories they will tell. But I know what I'm after. It makes me feel alive in the emptiness. You will leave it all behind if you answer it. No, I don't need the world to tell me where I'm going. I can hear the spirits call. I know that well. Guardian angels, swear it by the wind above the earth below me. There are secrets hiding deep within yourself. Guardian angels. This is fun. Thank you, guys. I still have harmonies? Oh, I do. Sorry.